Good afternoon. Well, last night was provisionally the warmest night on record for the UK, so no surprise it was a mild start here in Scotland with plenty of sunshine, although it was hazy for many. Not everybody even saw the sun. The North West Highlands, the Western Isles and parts of the Northern Isles have been cloudy this morning, and indeed with spells of rain moving in at times. Now, as we go through the rest of the day, a reminder, we do have this Met Office amber warning in force for extreme heat. That is valid for this area throughout the day. This is where the highest temperatures could still cause widespread impact to people and infrastructure. For the most part this afternoon it will be dry and sunny. That sunshine could be hazy at times with the odd shower around eastern coastal areas. From the west though, we are seeing thicker cloud lingering and this band of heavy persistent rain, the odd thundery shower even preceding it. That will keep temperatures there on the cool side. Elsewhere, we're looking at highs in the mid to late 20s, but for parts of the borders here, we could see highs reaching 33 to 35 Celsius. That would be the hottest temperature ever recorded for Scotland. Now, this evening and overnight, that rain will tend to sweep away, lingering over the Northern Isles for a time. Under clear skies, initially it's going to be dry, although cloud will build into the northeast and also the northwest and the Isles, bringing with it the odd spot of rain. Another mild night ahead of us with light winds, but it's definitely not going to be anywhere near as warm or as humid as last night. So tomorrow brings a return to more standard fare for this time of year. We are looking at a mixture of dry spells, sunshine, more in the way of lingering cloud, especially in the east and the northwest. We could see the odd spot of showery rain. Temperatures noticeably cooler though, with a much fresher westerly airflow. Still going to be warm, especially if you are in the east though, where highs will reach 23 Celsius, cooler and breezier in the west. That's your forecast.
Hello. The Met Office still have extreme heat warnings across many parts of the country at the moment on what has been an historic spell of weather. Up until this morning, the highest nighttime temperature ever recorded in the UK was 23.9 Celsius in Brighton in 1990. This morning, some spots were over 2 degrees warmer than that. The full details will be looked at, and the exact figures only provisional at the moment. But the same can be said about the day, from a record-breaking night to a record-breaking day, and even into this evening. As temperatures start to wane a little bit in the west, we've seen some heavy thundery showers push their way through. We still have exceptional heat through London, all the way through the East Midlands and towards Lincolnshire. Even at 6 o'clock, some could still be in the high 30s, approaching 40 degrees. Hot across many eastern areas, western areas a little bit fresher to end the day, but still temperatures at 6 o'clock higher than we normally expect during the peak of the afternoon. Bit of cloud still towards the far north and west of Scotland. Outbreaks of rain here as we start the evening, and there's the line of thundery showers that will work through Wales and the southwest through the morning, pushing through the Midlands into other parts of eastern England as we head through the first part of the evening and first part of the night. Some torrential thunderstorms, they clear through, most become dry again into the morning. Now, temperatures tonight not as oppressive as last night, but it still will be a humid night, especially across central and eastern areas, freshest out towards the north and the west. But even here, 12 to 14 will be the starting temperatures. Now for Wednesday, a bit of a complicated chart. Still some humid air wrapped around this weather front, but this one out towards the west. You can see it here, cloud through northeast Scotland, down through Wales and southwest. It's on the western side of that the fresh air starts to push its way in. Sunny spells, isolated showers, cloud and some spots of rain or drizzle eastern Scotland, a few heavy showers Wales and southwest, and then thunderstorms breaking out through the Midlands, East Anglia and the southeast later, where even though it's considerably cooler than it will be today, it's going to be still hot. Temperatures 26 to 29 degrees. Further north and west, we're getting closer to where we should be again for this stage in July. Now, if you're after a much more comfortable night to sleep, that may not come through till Wednesday night and Thursday morning, when we start to see that fresh air gradually push its way in. The houses will still be warm though, so open the doors out first thing Thursday morning, let some of that fresh air in. Dry, sunny day for many, just 1 or 2 showers, particularly across the north, and temperatures lower than normal across some northern and western areas. Still pretty warm in the sunshine in the south and east.
Hello there. The heat wave that has been gripping much of Central and Western Europe recently is starting to ease. We've got some cooler, fresher air moving its way in from the Atlantic on this cloud, which is producing some outbreaks of rain. But we have got at least another day of really hot weather for some areas as those showers spill across the UK and France. We're holding on to the heat to the east of that. So for the likes of Germany, Luxembourg, towards Poland as well, temperatures are still well above average there. Further south, sunny, warm and dry across Turkey, Cyprus, into Greece and much of Italy as well. But to the north, we're seeing some heavy downpours towards the Alpine region and across France as well. Not as hot as it has been for Portugal and Spain, but those temperatures start to creep up once again towards the end of the week into the weekend. Now, some of these showers could be particularly heavy. Large hail, squally winds mixed in as well. Hot and dry for the likes of Denmark, much of Sweden as well. But as we head into Thursday across Scandinavia, those heavy showers will start to just push their way eastwards. And some of these heavy thunderstorms head further south across southern Germany towards Austria as well. So the outlook then for the next 5 days or so. For London and Paris, it's not as hot as it has been, but those temperatures will start to creep up again through the weekend. 35 degrees there for Paris, sunny and hot for Madrid and for Rome as well. Berlin, not as hot by the time we get to Thursday. A few showers in Kiev by Monday. Bye-bye. Hello there. Across Africa, we've had some fairly heavy rain on the Intertropical Convergence Zone, the ITCZ, and that's this line of cloud that you can see here on the satellite image. The rain's been particularly heavy towards the west, and we've got more downpours to come across the likes of Senegal, Guinea, stretching towards southern Niger as well. To the south of that, pretty warm weather for much of Central Africa, particularly for the DRC. To the south of that, it's been a little bit cooler for Cape Town as a weather front's moved through. So 16 degrees here, a few showers for eastern parts of South Africa, and they'll spread up towards Mozambique. In the north, temperatures on the cool side still with a bit of a breeze for Algeria and for Libya. So Cape Town turns a bit warmer over the next couple of days. Dakar will see some heavy showers and some thunderstorms from Thursday onwards. Hot sunshine in Khartoum with temperatures of 40 degrees through the weekend. Casablanca, Kinshasa and Lusaka all looking dry with some sunshine and temperatures fairly typical for the time of year. On to the Middle East, and it's hot and dry for much of Syria, across Iraq towards Kuwait. Not quite as hot for southern parts of Iran though, and across towards Oman, where we've got one or two showers lingering close to Muscat, and further south into Yemen some cloud and some showers as well. So relatively cool here into southern Saudi Arabia. Those showers though will be easing away, and temperatures on Muscat will be on the up. Hot and dry for Dubai, Riyadh and Kuwait too. Bye-bye. Hello there. We're going to see some hot weather developing across Central Asia with temperatures on the rise through parts of Uzbekistan and Tajikistan, for instance, as well. Meanwhile, further south, the rain's been not as heavy as we have seen recently down the west coast. We've still got this cloud producing showers here, but the heaviest of the monsoon downpours have been for northern and central parts of India over recent days, and that story is going to be persisting through Wednesday into Thursday. So some heavy rain for parts of Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh as well. Pretty wet weather from New Delhi towards Nagpur, for instance. But lighter showers down the west coast as we were seeing there, and it's looking mostly dry in the east towards Chennai, as we'd expect for this time of year. But there's the hot weather that we can see developing across parts of Ashgabat towards Tashkent as well. 41, 42 degrees, could get a few degrees hotter than that later in the week, but cooler conditions holding on for southern Pakistan and Afghanistan as well. Down the west coast then we will see some showers, but they'll be heavier and more persistent further south across the Maldives, and some thunderstorms cropping up at times across Sri Lanka. Largely dry and settled in the sunshine for Chennai, and then we're back into the wet weather for West Bengal up towards Bangladesh as well. So Mumbai, one or two showers around, but generally looking reasonably dry through Thursday, Friday and Saturday there. Dakar, some heavy showers and some thunderstorms around. Hotting up for Tashkent in that strong sunshine, largely dry for the next few days in Karachi. Bye-bye. Hello. The weather's been exceptionally stormy and wet across New Zealand recently. There's been power cuts, particularly across parts of the South Island. Vast amounts of rain and some flooding too, and things aren't quite settling up just yet across New Zealand. We've got more rain and strong winds to come in the forecast. Meanwhile, let's look further north first off, and there's also been some flooding across some central and eastern parts of China, down to this front, which is bringing heavy rain between Beijing and Shanghai on Wednesday. A little bit dry for South Korea, but that rain will sweep in later in the day, and just a few scattered showers across Japan on Wednesday. Head further south, and the rain will be particularly heavy and thundery across parts of Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, towards Myanmar as well, but fewer showers further south into Indonesia. So for Osaka, we see the next batch of heavy rain and thunderstorms sweeping in by Friday. Bangkok stays pretty unsettled with heavy rain, and Seoul turning wet by Thursday. The next weather front moves in close to Perth later on Thursday, so bringing some wet and windy weather there. High pressure keeping things relatively cool and dry in the southeast, but heavy rain developing around coastal Queensland and northern New South Wales. For New Zealand, we've still got the remnants of some heavy rain lingering with low pressure in charge. Strong winds developing, particularly towards the east coast, with some big waves around too. That should be improving. Wellington drying up through the course of the weekend. Plenty more downpours though for Sydney. Bye-bye. Hello there. Higher than average temperatures are holding on across parts of central Canada and the central United States, including Oklahoma and Texas too. In Dallas, we tied the warmest ever overnight minimum temperature on Sunday night into Monday. So it is still warm, but not as hot as it has been. Meanwhile, we've also got some stormy weather to talk about. This area of low pressure is pushing across the Great Lakes. The tail end of that may well bring some storms down towards the Ohio Valley, but it's turning wet and windy, large hail and gusty winds across the Great Lakes, affecting parts of Ontario and Quebec as well. And we've also got some showers developing further south across the Four Corners and the southwest. Bit of wet weather still moving in across parts of Alaska and northern British Columbia, but dry and sunny down towards Vancouver, largely dry and settled down towards California as well, where temperatures are a little bit warmer than recent days. So it is looking pretty warm for the likes of Seattle and for Los Angeles. Temperatures generally in the low 80s Fahrenheit, high 20s in Celsius there. Meanwhile, we've lost most of the rain that's been lingering towards the northeast, an improvement for the likes of New Brunswick and Maine as well, but we've still got these downpours with large hail and gusty winds, so some severe storms heading across the Great Lakes to the Ohio Valley, and still a few showers lingering for the likes of South Carolina down towards Georgia too. But hot weather in store for New York over the next few days, some thunderstorms in Atlanta. Bye-bye. Hello there. Thanks for joining me for this look at the weather across Central America and South America. And we've had some rain recently lingering across parts of southern Brazil. You can see the cloud that's been producing that here on the satellite image. That's now clearing away into the South Atlantic, and what we're seeing is drier and some warmer weather developing across South Brazil, but also particularly for Paraguay and northern Argentina. So temperatures across this central zone of the continent on the rise. Further south, it's looking pretty cold and unsettled. But towards the north, some heavy showers for Colombia, Venezuela, stretching towards Suriname as well, but a little bit drier across the Amazon basin and through central and eastern parts of Brazil. Temperatures in Rio de Janeiro, 29 Celsius, that rain clearing away, and it's looking drier for Uruguay after the recent heavy rain there too. But still heavy rain, mountain snow and brisk winds across the southern Andes. So here's the outlook over the next 5 days or so. Lots of dry weather for Rio de Janeiro, Buenos Aires too. Warm weather for Asuncion, Bogota staying pretty cloudy and wet at times. Much of Mexico largely dry with some sunshine. You can see the showers that are going to bubble up through the course of the day, but the showery rain more persistent further south down towards El Salvador, Nicaragua as well. There could be a potential tropical cyclone forming later this week in the East Pacific. The showers fairly few and far between across the Caribbean, but Havana will catch a few of those showers. Mostly dry, at least for the next few days, for San Salvador. Bye-bye.